What is going to happen to Metro Manila if a 7.2 earthquake that will be generated by the West Valley Fault strikes?
Dapat daw nating paghandaan ang magnitude 7.2 na posibleng tumama raw dito mismo sa Metro Manila.
Na daang libong taong maaring mamatay at masaktan pagsapit ng The Big One.
239 aftershocks na ang itinatala nito at 5.2 magnitude ang pinakamalakas ngayong araw.
Would we rather be in denial and unprepared?
Pinansagan ng mga ekspertong The Big One.
The world is in great panic as it witnesses history's worst natural disasters happening one after another. In the Philippines alone, specifically in the National Capital Region, fears the inevitable coming of a huge earthquake has escalated, sending the government rambling to make extra efforts in informing the public on where it might strike and what must be done. They say it's inescapable and the immensity of the damage it may impose is beyond imagination. The question is, are you ready for the big one?
Prepared, no. Scared, yes. Malay natin, nag-interview tayo na pala kasama. We never know.
Well, you can be prepared, but then sometimes, things just happen. Kahit you're prepared, wala rin yan.
Saan? Kasi kung oras mo na.
Kahit sabihin natin 100% na prepare ka, pero dadating pa din yung time na hindi talaga.
Di naman natin alam yung mangyayari. Maraming mamamatay.
Natatakot po kasi feeling ko po hindi po ready yung government natin para sa ganitong pangyayari. Lalo na yung mga oppressed people na nakatira malapit sa mga dagat. So yun, delikado po. Lalo na kung hindi sila may inform ng maaga.
The day of the Lord has come. A day not known before. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the hour. Nobody knows what year, what day. Until the Lord reveals it to us. When He revealed to me, the day of the Lord is April 13, 2005. That was the beginning. I don't know when it would end. Packets of judgment will be happening every night. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. There is nothing that man can do to stop it.
Nakakatakot, di ba? Araw na ito ng Panginoon, mga kapatid, na hindi ng kalooban mo ang susundin mo. Kaya ngayon, ang pinaka-safe na lugar na puntahan mo ay ang maglingkod sa Kanya sa tunay na paglilingkod. Magsisi ng iyong buhay.
No one is spared. No one is exempted. Only those who have entered into the ark of salvation will be saved. This is no longer a physical refuge, but a spiritual ark, and one can only enter into it by repentance, by becoming sons and daughters of the Father in accepting His will through His appointed Son.
That's why I am here to enlighten you people. I am the only one. One voice crying in the wilderness, boldly for the name of our Almighty Father. I preach the word without fear or favor. Natapwat ngayon, ipinag-uutos niya sa mga tao na mangagsisi silang lahat sa lahat ng mga dako. Kaya nagpadala siya ng hinirang na anak na ganun nga ang kanyang mensahe. Mangagsisi kayo. Mangagsisi kayo sa lahat ng mga dako.
Though the world prepares for the big one, the kingdom nation is also busy preparing for what truly is important, the salvation of man's soul. Next to the kingdom's spiritual capital, the New Jerusalem, Davao City, the Philippines' National Capital Region is one of the first to accept the message of repentance. A light that has completely dissipated darkness, the unadulterated gospel of truth preached by the appointed Son has opened many eyes and have been blinded to the spiritual deception for so long. They have not remained captives, but have become sons and daughters who now have genuine freedom and salvation that is not just temporal. for the many years that the National Capital Region has become a sentinel of light, it has remained as productive as ever, like a fertile soil that brings forth a plentiful spiritual yield. An immense harvest of sons and daughters, specifically youths whose lives have been forever changed.
Ang Keepers Club International ay nagiging instrumento upang ma-reach out ang mga young people na malayo sa droga, sa mga bisyo, upang ma-divert ang kanilang attention sa pamamagitan ng musika.
Sa ating mga kabataan na hindi kayang matutong mag-aral nito, pero meron silang drive at meron silang pursige na mapag-aralan itong mga instrumento nito, nabibigay sa kanila lahat ng libre dahil sa mga free music lessons na inaalay ng ating pinakamamahal na pastor. Kaya ito'y aking pinasasalamat talaga sa kanya, sa kanyang pagmamahal sa ating mga kabataan.
And nakakatuwa because yung mga bata, kung isipin mo, lalo na yung mga young people, nakasama din yung mga batang ito, instead of just doing anything or outside the world na, but then sila talagang, they are sacrificing their time na ibigay yung oras sila sa mga practices. And for us parents, we are so proud about them, and especially alam namin na ang lahat ng mga ito ay dahil sa ating minamahal na pastors, Pastor Apollo Tibuloy. So bawat instruments sa hawak ng mga bata talagang binuvalue nila.
Kahit mahina po mag-trumpet, pero pinag-aaralan ko po talaga siya para makasama po sa Kingdom Youth Orchestra. Mahirap naman po para sa kanila yung pyesa po, pero pinag-aaralan ko, nagsusumikapag po nila para lang po makuha yung pyesa po para kay Pastor.
Ngayon live Thanksgiving and worship presentation sa Inares, legit talaga ang preparation namin sa mga practices. Sobrang excited na kami dahil makakatugtog uli kami sa harapan ng ating pinakamamahal na pastor. Dahil alam namin, pag masaya ang anak, masaya na rin ang ama.
Yes, they are young and full of promises. However, they chose not to be of this world, but to follow the Father's will as they take heed to the Son's call for them to offer their lives for the great cause. And that is to bring glory to the Father's kingdom nation. Unlike many people, they worry not on the impending coming of the big one, as they focus only on doing what pleases the Father through the Son.